All right, what we're looking at, it's a brake drum from a 2008 Focus. I was driving down the road and heard a noise in the right rear. Thought it sounded like I was on the rumble strips, and it was weird because I wasn't. I'm like, what am I off the road? But I wasn't. So then I'm looking in the rearview mirror. I'm like, is somebody behind me on the rumble strips? And nobody was there. Then it goes away. Go along a little more, and I hear like scraping. It sounded like the drum was scraping the shoes. I think the drum was wobbling and walking maybe, and the edge of the drum here might have been touching the shoes. Although I don't see any damage on the shoes. I did pull the drum off and I ordered parts. Bearing fell apart like that in the driveway. Um, I do not think it was a torque failure or a stack nut failure. Um, what happens with these cars and the Escorts? I know for a fact the Focus, all years of the Focus have that stack nut in the back, and in my state we get a state inspection, so the mechanics always pull the drums, so that nut gets taken off and on, and the nuts wear out. And they also need to be torqued like 173 foot-pounds. There's an actual torque procedure for these rear wheel bearings and the spindle nuts. Who knows what these guys are doing if they're using impact guns. But I do not think this was a torque issue because the car just has high mileage. It's 300 plus thousand mile car, which it's a 5-speed manual, 4-cylinder. I do not believe the automatics last that long. You can get, if you drive the manual sensibly, keep oil in it, the clutches will last, the transmission will last. And then with these, you can pop this ring off. There's a snap ring in there. You can press the bearing out from the front with a hydraulic press. I wouldn't recommend hammering them in. There was a video of somebody trying to beat a bearing in with a hammer. I wouldn't beat on a new bearing with a hammer. If anything at home, you could use like a large bolt and 2 nice thick washers and maybe try and press the bearing in using a bolt nut and 2 washers. Like a screw press or kind of like how a ball joint press works. But I would use a hydraulic press. And then what I did, because I do not have a hydraulic press, is I found this drum with a bearing already installed at Rock Auto. I ordered 2 of them. They were under $90 shipped with tax included. So like 40 some dollars a piece till you calculate shipping and tax. Ultimately, I think these were $27 or $30 a piece. And shipping was 20, and then the tax, whatever that would be. So for that money, we're going to try this. It saves pressing a bearing in. If the bearing lasts a year, we'll find out. For that kind of money, I'm willing to take a chance. And I'm going to bolt this on and go. Torque a spindle nut by hand to 173 foot-pounds while spinning the drum. Like you have to spin the drum as you're torquing it. It's a weird torque sequence. And yeah, that's my daily driver Ford story for the day. Getting to be spring, getting back out in the garage. It's windy today. It's brisk, but it's not bitter winter cold. It's more spring cold. It's like that, the warmer 40s cold, but with dampness because everything's melting. If that makes sense. Anybody that lives up north knows what I'm talking about. But it's still cold season. People still got runny noses and all that, and sneezing because of the wind. But I'm going to get to it, and just wanted to check in. I'm back out in the garage. Wanted to post a video. And another year begins. There's always some daily driver stuff to deal with. And then I may get out here and start masking the dart. I got the windshield and the back window masked. I got to mask the door jambs, trunk openings, under hood, and get ready to shoot another coat of 2K on the car. One more final blocking. some sealer, and then I'm going to go for it with the color and hope for the best. So then, you know, anybody that knows, you got to color it, base clear, wet sand, or color sand and buff, that whole process to try and get this dart squared away. Anyway, take care, everybody.